Hello, Steve White, Trick89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, there was an interview with Levar Burton on TrekMovie.com, and it was all nice and everything. He's talking about working with his daughter, driving her to work in the morning and all that, and being back with the original cast and everything, and how basically they wrote the characters to be all involved in their families, just like the real actors and that are in real life. And that's all nice and everything, but what was most interesting to me was the fact that he basically confirmed that the Enterprise D is in the series. Now, Terry Matalas come out and said, nope. But it's not that I think he's lying. I just think he's being particular, because LeVar Burton made it very clear that they built a Galaxy-class bridge. Now, whether this is the Enterprise bridge, whether this is another Galaxy-class ship, whether this is the Enterprise in the museum, because apparently they rescued the saucer section from, was it Viridian Free? And they basically fixed it, and it's either in a museum or it is a museum, because when you think of how big it is, you could literally make it into a museum. So they spent 3 days on the set of this, so it's not like some passing little background shot where they just CGI'd in, like, some frames of the D or something from, some pictures from the set that were taken by Herman Zimmerman or something. They actually built a set of a Galaxy-class starship. The implication is it's the D, but Terry Matalas said, what did he say? It's not what is being reported here. There are many nods to the past, but not what people are expecting based on all this, is all I will say. And that was in response to the Enterprise D's back. Someone reported that, and the showrunner had to say that. So I think he wants to stop people from thinking that the Enterprise D itself is going to be active in the adventure. I think it's just going to be like a passive museum setting that they're going to be on for some reason, or maybe it is another Galaxy-class ship, so we get to see a Galaxy-class ship in the show, but it's not actually the Enterprise. But effectively, for the cast members, it was, like you were saying, it was like going back in time and being in a time capsule in the 80s and 90s, because we were back on this set. And he did mention that the ramp was a bit higher and it wasn't like 100% accurate, but little things like that are going to happen. So I'm fairly confident it's going to be the D, the museum set of the D, and for some reason they're there. And either that or it's another Constitution Galaxy class. I don't believe that Levar Burton would mention this and talk about this and be making it up or imagining it. They built the set. They're on the set. 3 days of filming. That's a substantial scene or series of scenes in episodes. So, I think the Enterprise D is going to be in the show, but it's probably not going to be, it's going to be there in spirit, because we're going to be looking at it, and even if it is another ship, it's still going to be like watching the D. It's going to be, member berries all over the place. Every shot's going to be a member berry. But I just found it curious that Terry had to jump in and make it clear that it's not the D returning in that sense, because a lot of people forget that it was destroyed, or they don't know the history is that only the saucer section was recovered. They could have rebuilt the battle drive, whatever it was called, and put the ship together and put it back into service if they really wanted to, but they already had the E. And the other talk, of course, is that the F is going to be in it, and that we're going to see a new Enterprise. It's going to be the F, and it's going to be led by the next generation of the next generation. So Geordie's kids, Picard's child. Basically, we're going to see a bunch of new, younger members go on and be in Starfleet and be the new the next generation. So that's all interesting. I found that all more interesting than all the polite talk of, going to work with his daughter and, being back with the crew and all that. I'm more interested in the actual setting, what's actually going to happen. So knowing there is going to be a Galaxy class in there and that the F is going to make an appearance is more interesting to me. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I can't wait to see it, because they did a good job of portraying 10 forward, even though it was in the wrong place, or it seemed to be a different lounge that they were depicting, but the set seemed to be 10 forward. They haven't explained whether that was a mistake of the production or a mistake of the CGI people, or just part of the dream where they want to combine different elements. I don't know. I've got a bid on something on eBay. I'm going to go. Bye.